This is a line chart, right? Objective. It should be used when the data is collected in timely order. Means what? The data should be collected in a timely order. This is the first observation and this is the latest observation. You guys are understanding? The time order should be there. If the time order is not there, you cannot plot, you should not plot the line chart. You guys are getting? What is the importance of the line chart? We are interested in trend. We are interested in only in the trend. Means what? Trend means what? We are not interested in what is this point is doing or what is this point is doing. We are not interested in that. Overall, put together, what is happening? It is an uptrend or downtrend or whatever. We are interested in the trend only. First, we need to collect the data in a timely order. If the data is not in a timely order, we cannot use the line chart. What is not in a timely order? For example, if I want to collect the heights of all the people in the class, is the data in a timely order? No, right? Yes or no, guys? You guys are getting what I'm saying? So what is in a timely order? For example, yesterday, I'm looking at the rainfall in the last 1 month. Day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5. This is a timely order. So whenever the timely order is there, ordered data is there, we can go for the run chart. Okay. There in the run chart also, we are interested in the trend only. What are the different types of the trends are possible? Let me give a little bit of idea. Different trends. One is the uptrend. What is the meaning of the uptrend? What is the meaning of the uptrend? The data if you look at the stock market data, it's not the upward trajectory. Trajectory, the word is different. Trajectory is this. It's not an upward trajectory. Trajectory means it is a projectile. You guys are getting? Trajectory is different. It's an upward trend. If you look at the stock market data, for example, let's see. Anybody investing the money in the stock market here? Huh? Okay. Let me show how that stock market is going to look like. What's happening? Let's say money company. Let's take the Nifty. Okay. Now, if you look into the stock market in last 6 months, what happened? It went up and came down. Getting it? So this is a 6 months is a short term. If you look at last, always it is in a uptrend. You guys are understanding what I'm saying? But in the short term in the sense what? In the last 6 months, what is happening? Maybe you bought the money at here and you are crying now. But if you understand in the long term, always it is in a uptrend. So a person bought the, invested, let's say here in 2000, around how much it is? 1,000 rupees. Now how much it is? 2000, in the year of 2000, it costed you 1,000 rupees. Now how much is the cost? Around 11,000. 10 times it, it became 10 times. So almost 10 times means what? In a 20 years, 10 times? Do you get that kind of money? I think you don't even get that kind of money in the real estate and all, right? But normally people, what they do? They look at the short term saying, yeah, stock market I invested, lost money. You guys are getting what I'm saying? So that is not the right thing. But always remember, stock market is in a long term is what? Always uptrend. You never lose the money. But you need to have a view of 10 years, 15 years, 20 years like that. All are getting or not. But if you look at in a last, 2 months, you cry. See, 12,000, it came to 10,000. So in the short, what can I say this? This is a downtrend. In short term, the stock market may be in downtrend, but in long term, it is in a uptrend. But the data is what? Timely ordered. So then I can go for the run chart. All are with me? This is a line chart or line chart, whatever you call. Hope this is clear. So this is an uptrend. What is a downtrend, friends? This is a downtrend. When in the especially in IT environment, when the uptrend is going to come, for example, a supervisor, your manager is observing every day, monitoring every day. Definitely, your work is always in uptrend, right? But if he is, let's say, went for a holiday, definitely your work is going to be a downtrend, because in India, most of the times, what we do, the manager is there, will work. Otherwise, we don't work. That's why we need managers. In US context, it's not like that. They come and do their work and they leave. You guys are getting? Here, more managers than the workers in Indian context. You guys are understand? Yeah. So, this is how the things are going to be. These are downtrend. When uptrend, maybe too much of supervision may lead to the uptrend. When downtrend, there is no too much of supervision. Maybe if you in the manufacturing process, if you are using some let's say some tool which is leading to the wear out. Wear out means what? If you take the some knife and all, after over a period of time, usage of the over a period of time, it is going to not going to work the way it worked before, right? You guys are understanding? So at that time, it is going to take more time to cut anything. So it is going to be a downtrend. You guys are understanding? When the downtrend may be possible, the number of goods produced or the number of items cut. Downtrend, if there is a tool wear out. But if you are sharpening, always, most of the times if you are sharpening, it is going to be like this. What is this? What is this? You started using the tool, it worked. Again, after some time it is going to come down. Yes or no? Again you sharpen it, again it will improve, come down. It is equivalent to my employee fatigue. Employee fatigue in the sense what? In the morning he works He goes and works to the peak. After that, his productivity levels will come down. Again, he start in the morning, go up like this. All are with me. You see this kind of trend whenever you see the employee fatigue. Hope you guys are understanding. It's not looking like a Greek and Latin. Friends, things are clear. Let's not worry about the trajectory for the time. Trajectory is like a projectile. This is one of the trajectory, right? If you look at this part, this is a trajectory. Okay. It's like a projectile. You guys are okay? Yeah. So fourth, you guys are understanding what is the meaning of the downtrend, uptrend, and the employee fatigue? Fourth one. Let me give some more examples so that you guys understand. Now my process, my work is operating at this. After that, it is like this. After that, it is like this. What is the meaning of this? So you are working for some time, you learned it, and the process stabilized. Maybe after some time you are using some tools. You are using some automation. Automatically your work improve. After that you are working for some time, again the automation like that. You guys are getting? So whenever there is a shift in the process level. So this is also going to, so it may be like this or maybe like this also. But you need to understand this is an uptrend basically, but in that you need to go and observe what is happening inside. Friends, things are getting? Let's say profits of a company. Before, their profits are like this, coming, going up and down, and they added a very big client. Automatically it will shoot up, and after they added some more big clients, shoot up like that. This can be possible like, the clients are leaving, profits will fall over a period of time. Make sense? Okay. So, but this data, whenever you want to go for the run chart or line chart, the data should be in a timely order. That is very, very important. You cannot use the run chart for the data which you are not collecting in a timely order. Okay? Yeah. This is the run chart. What about the bar chart? Any questions before I move? Let's say your production number of tickets received every day. Is it a timely order data or not? Okay, you can plot it and you can see how you are receiving the data. Line chart should always have the time axis. Yes. And let me tell you a few more as this is the problem with me. There is a graphics, there is a literature, science part of the subject, how to, how to do the graphic. Let me talk about this. Here, this is x-axis, this is a y-axis, right? Which one I need to take on the x-axis and which one I need to take on y-axis? Huh? Sorry? Time on axis. Why not y-axis? let me tell you, always independent variables. We'll talk in detail about these independent variables should be taken on x-axis, and dependent variables on y-axis. What is the meaning of the independent? Let me explain this. Time, can you control it? Does it depend on anything? So take that on a x-axis. This is a rule. It's a rule. For example, age, can you control it? Age and height. Which one you take on x-axis, which one you take on y-axis? Age and x-axis, height also you cannot control, right? But between these two, which is more independent? Age, so take that on x-axis. If you are not clear, which is the dependent, which is the independent? Height and weight, which one you take? Height and weight. You take anything, not a problem. You guys are understanding? Sometimes you confused, take whatever you want. But the ideal situation is what? Take the independent variables on x-axis, other variables on y-axis, always. For example, in physics, you guys studied the kinematics and all? Chapter number 2, chapter number 3 in physics of 11th standard. ST graph, VT graph, AT graph, all those things. Always they take the time on the x-axis. These are it. Velocity time graph, displacement time graph, distance time graph, all those things. You guys are getting? Okay? Anyway. So what I'm trying to say is, you need to take always independent variable on x-axis. Okay. Let's come back to our line chart. Let's take the bar chart. Shall I write here only? Maybe all the graphs in one place. Bar chart. These are only the 8th class things which I am. Sir, run chart always made freehandly. Why you want to make freehand? There is no freehand. You need to connect the data points properly. Most of the times we use software like this. I'll come back to that afterwards. Okay? It is like this. For example, so this is the, let's say, price of a chicken or price of a some every day, how the price of a chicken 1 kg, 163, 176 like this. So what is happening here? It is very random, right? Is there any trend? You are not observing any trend. Maybe it is cyclical. It's going up, down, right? You guys are understanding what I'm saying? One day it is going up, second day it is going down, again going up, coming down, going up, coming down. So it is more like a cyclical kind of thing. Maybe. You guys are understanding or not? So how I have done this? Just, select the data. Select this data. Go to insert. Here you see the chart. Over. Always remember, you need to keep the chart in a rectangular shape, not like this. Always rectangular, horizontal rectangle, not in a square. You are going to see what are the challenges if I keep the graph in a square kind of thing. Okay? You guys are getting? Always keep in a rectangular shape. That too horizontal rectangle. Okay, friends? Yeah. So that is the line chart. Any question on the line chart? Very simple. Let's not spend too much time on that. So bar chart. What is this bar chart? Bar chart is going to look like there are some bars. Like this. Okay. So this is a one bar, this is second bar, third bar. When we use the bar chart, used for comparison. Which is the small, which is the big. Does it mean the data should be in a timely order? Huh? The data should be in a timely order? Is it a mandatory? Is it a mandatory to be data in a timely order? It is not mandatory to have data in timely order. But if the data is in timely order also, you can go for the bar chart. For example, companies, they publish their profits, right? Quarter 1, quarter 2, quarter 3, quarter 4, every quarter results. Right? So quarter 1, I'm having quarter 2, quarter 3, quarter 4 results. So quarter 1, I'm having, let's say, 200 rupees. And quarter 2, 300 rupees. And quarter 3, maybe 100 rupees. And quarter 4, maybe 50 rupees. So what is happening overall? You are comparing one quarter with the other, possible, and you can see the trend also, right? When this trend is possible, the data is in a timely order. If the data is in a not in a timely order, you cannot talk about the trend. You guys are understanding or not? So I can use the bar chart for two purposes. One is to comparison, and even if you want to understand the trend. But what is the difference between the run chart and the bar chart with respect to the trend? If the data is too much, you cannot draw many bars. If you are running, let's say, 1,000 data points, you want to draw 1,000 bars, it doesn't make any sense. At the time you go for the line chart. If you are having, let's say, 4 or 5 data points, the data collected in timely order, which is the best? Bar chart. Hope this is clear to everyone. Hope this is clear to everyone. Is it clear, guys? Okay. So this is a run chart. Already this. Anyway, yeah. Let's come to the bar chart. Let's say this there are categories of data I collected. Just I take a simple example. There are black, blue, green, red, white. Okay. Especially in the manufacturing, they use these kind of symbols: red, blue, black, green. Items they segregate into by putting these marks, because in the manufacturing, most of the people are not so well educated, right? Okay, so let's say these are the data they collected for some kind of goods. Like this is a good quality material, maybe green. Very not a good quality material, red. Like that. You guys are understanding? So they collected the items like this in a one shift. How many items they processed? Around 620 plus items they processed. Now they want to understand how many belongs to each category. Is the data is collected in timely order? No. right? So I want to understand how many reds, how many greens, all those. Which one is I want to compare? You guys are understanding? So what I need to do? What I need to do first? How to plot the bar chart? First, what I need to do? Let's go and look at black. How many are there? How many? Around 106. Similarly, blue. Again, that is also 106. Like this I need to do. But Excel comes with a one technique which will give all the things. Let me do that for you. You need to select the data. Okay. There is something called insert. There is something called pivot table. Okay, sir. Clear? What is this pivot table? I am selecting the data first. Go to the pivot table. Click on this. Select the table range. Select the table range in the sense from where to where the data is there. Save OK. You'll get this kind of thing. Okay. Now, how I want to look at the data? I want like this. Category and the count. What are the things I want? Black 106, like this, right? And next is a blue, na? Blue, again 106. Like this, I want to construct the table. How can I do that? So here rows are what? Colors. So here category, put that in a rows. All clear? But I want the values against of this. What are the values are possible? Come here and look at here. Value field setting. What are the things? There are different. Sometimes you may interested in the sum, sometimes you may interested in the average, all those things. Now for the time being, what I am interested in? Count. Say OK. All with me? Let me repeat one more time. Let me do it one more time. By the way, I'm doing one more time. Okay. I selected the data. Go to insert. Pivot table. Click on it. Maybe in the existing worksheet, I don't want to create a new worksheet. I want here itself. You choose this. New worksheet means what? It creates the new worksheet and you can plot the graph there or collect the data there. Instead of that, in the existing worksheet itself, I am doing it. Okay. Now, what I need to do? Rows. Clear, guys? Any questions? How to plot this? You need to remember. That's all. Or take your, friend's help how to do the pivot chart. There are so many videos are there in the pivot. You can go and look at. Okay. Now I got this, and now I can plot this easily. I'm copying this here. This is a category. This is a count. This one, right? Okay, not okay. And you can add the labels. If you select this, right click, you can do all those things. Add labels. It will show the numbers, whatever it is there. Friends, things are clear. So which is having the more number? Yellows are more compared with others. Like this, you can compare. Any questions on the bar chart? What is the purpose of the bar chart? Comparison. And if the data is collected in time later, you can study the trend also. Any questions? Any questions, guys? So should we first generate the pivot for all bar charts based on the data? Based on data. For example, already you are having the data like this. Why do you want to generate the pivot again? You are getting how you are collecting the data. Based on that, you need to do it. They are very simple tools, but as I need to teach, I am teaching them. So, okay. What else? You guys are clear on this? Next bar chart is this. Let me copy the graph also there so that it will be in one place. Okay. Next is what? I am creating that histogram. Very, very, very infinite important. The data which I collected in the bar chart, what kind of data it is? Discrete or continuous? Discrete? Yes or no, guys? High data. Is it timely ordered data? No. Is it a discrete or continuous? How we are going to plot it? You guys are understanding what I'm saying? Huh? This is the data I'm having. Tell me how you are going to plot it. If I want to represent this is in a graphical mode, how you are going to plot it. Let us see. If I look at the bar chart, it's going to look like this. Does it make any sense? Does it make any sense? It doesn't make any sense. Then what to do? Then what to do? You guys are understanding what I'm asking? Then what to do? That's where histogram is going to come. What is this histogram? How to construct the histogram? Whenever you are having the data like this, I mean the continuous scale, you can go for the histogram. All are with me? How the histogram? I cannot construct a bar diagram, but histogram also it is also a bar diagram. It is also a bar diagram. Second, it characterize the data. Characterize the data. What is the meaning of the characterization? Sorry for my English. Okay, yeah. I don't know the spelling. You guys can get it. What is the meaning of the characterization? Understanding the real-time behavior. In example, we don't have a time frame, then how can we consider it as a continuous data? Oh my God. What is a continuous data? Wherever you are using an instrument to collect the data, there is a continuous. Continuous doesn't mean that I need to have the always time. To measure the height, what I need? I need a scale. Then it's a continuous. On Krishna, is that is clear? Stick to the basics. What is the meaning of the characterization? Understanding the real-time behavior. That is called characterization. So whenever you want to characterize the data, you go for the histogram. Very, very important. Very, very important. Means what? Understanding the real time. If you understand the real time behavior, your job done, right? Yes or no? What is the data science? Data science is all about understanding the data. Understanding the data is nothing but the characterizing the data. So one of the tools to characterize the data is the histogram. You guys are understanding? What is the meaning of the histogram? It is also a bar diagram, but it is going to be in a different context. What is it? Is also going to look like a bar diagram, but in a different context. What is that? Let us try to understand. I think I cannot complete this. Yeah, let us see. It is also going to look like a bar diagram only. So here, if I do like this, it is not going to look like, it's a bar diagram because there are 100 data points, 100 bars. It doesn't look nice. Can I combine this data into groups? Like, 162, 170 is one group, 172, 180 is another group. Like that, can I bucket it? This process is called binning. Binning means what? Bucketing the data into groups is called binning. So can I create the bins? In each bin, I'll collect the data. Then after that, I plot the bar diagram. All are with me. For example, 162, 170, 10 people are there. For that one bar, I'll keep it. 172, 180, one more. 182, 190, one more. Like that. All clear? All clear, guys? So for that, I need to create the bins. Now the question is, how many bins I need to have it? Well, why not 5? Sorry? Data? And maximum of the entire data, right? Range is nothing but the gap between the minimum and maximum. So this is nothing but this minus this. Perfect. Tell me now what to do next. What to do next? Intervals. How do you create the intervals? Do you want to create 162, 162? 162, 164 like that, or 162, 165, 165 to 170 like that, or 162, 170, 170, 180 like that? How do you want to create? You guys are understanding? How I am going to create the intervals? Number of bars or number of bins equal to what? Width of the data, sorry, not the width, root n. N is the number of observations. From where I got this root n? From where I got this root n? Question. Why root n? Answer. I don't know. My teacher told, I am telling you, that's all. It's a guideline. Guideline in the sense what? What is the meaning of the guideline? You have to follow. For example, you should walk on, what is that? Before going for lunch, having food, you need to clean your hands. Wash your hands. It's a guideline. No, I don't want to do it. You don't do it. No problem. You do whatever you want. Law is different. Guideline is different. Law should be followed by everyone. Guideline means if you want to follow. Otherwise, you create your own guideline. All are with me? So we are going to see a lot of guidelines throughout the course. So Route 10 is a guideline. It's not a law. All clear? So we are going by this. So how many data points are there for us? We are having n equal to 100. Number of bars equal to how many? You guys are understanding what I'm saying? So 10 bars. Clear or not? So number of bars. Equal to SQRT of, first let me create before the number of bars, number of observations. How many? 100? Number of bars or bins, whatever you want. Square root of this value. Maybe you guys are feeling data science is only this much. You are going to cry, I am telling you. Okay, it is going to suck your blood, literally. These are not even the data science. Just to keep you happy, I am teaching all these things because you guys need to adjust, right? It's not the warning, it's the truth. It's going to suck your blood. Be prepared. Okay, anyway. So number of bars. 10. Now, what is the width of each bar? I want to calculate. Range divided by 10. Yes or no? Width of each bar. Width of each bar. How much is that? Range divided by 10. Emandi. So I know the range of each bar. Means what? Let me say like this: lower and upper limit of each bar. First, it is going to start with what? Minimum value. Emandi. And what is the upper? This plus this one? Yes or no? So again, what is the next bar lower end? This only? The upper end of the last bar will become the lower end of the next bar? Okay. What if 105 is there? Here, let's say 105. How much I need to take? Again take 10. You guys are clear? Or take 11, not a problem. One bar is not going to damage your interpretation drastically. Okay? Now, what is this? This plus the next bar? This one? Yeah, perfect. So this plus this one, right? I can drag like this to create all the things, but there is a problem. What is the problem? See, this, when I'm dragging this cell move to here? Yes or no? So to avoid that, what I need to do? I give a dollar value. like that. Please remember. You guys are clear? So now if I drag like this, it is not going to change. Still, it is holding that here only. You guys are clear? Just keep the dollar so that it is not going to shift the cell while adding. All clear or not? Okay. Guys? Yeah. So this is what I want. So how many like this I need to go? Whatever the up to the maximum, 181. 181 up to 181.68 up to here. I don't need this. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good enough? Clear or not? Now each bar I need to go and look at, count. So first observation, where it is falling, guys? Here? This interval. Next observation, 176, where it is falling? Here? Next observation, 171. Here? Next observation, 164. 164, it is falling here. You guys are getting it? So for all the observations, I need to do like that. All are clear? So I need to do. So again, what is going to happen? I'm going to have the count. So this I am calling as a one group. This I am calling as a one group. Like, you know, green, red, blue. Again, I plot the bar diagram. Now the questions, few questions. Let's say I'm having the data like this. One of the observations I'm having like this, let's say. 164.0668 here. Do I need to keep this value here or here? Here or here? Where I need to keep? You guys are understanding? Here or here? That's up to you. If you take the lower end as a cutoff, stick to the all the data like that. If you take upper end as a cutoff, take that as a rule for all the rest of the data also. But don't change. You guys are understanding what I'm saying? Guys, you guys are clear what I'm saying? Now like this, I need to do. But it is a cumbersome task, right? Going and counting every data point. It's a cumbersome. So instead of that, I'm going to take the help of the Excel to do the job. What is the job? It is like this. First, you need to install a package. It comes with a Excel free of cost. I'm explaining the steps to install that package. Everyone has to install that package in your Excel. Okay, guys? The package is called the package is called data analysis. Why can't the upper, the next lower be the different? If the upper, let's say, if you take this and these are two different, for example, 160.86 here, 161.9. If a person is falling in between, where you are going to keep that person? You guys are understanding? If a person is having, let's say this is a 161, let's say 162. Let's say you are having, I want to measure your height. Okay, I came with a scale. That scale is marked in the centimeters. You guys are getting? Now I measured your height. I got 170 centimeters. Is it the right number or not? Right? Huh? Is it the right height? Scale, I measured by scale. I'm asking you, I got 170 centimeters exactly. Is your height is exactly 170? Huh? How much then? Some millimeters also there? Okay, now I brought a scale which is in millimeters. I measured your height. I got 170.1 centimeters. I mean You guys are getting? Is it right? No. So in the continuous scale, you never know the actual height. You guys agree? You guys agree? What I'm saying? You guys are understanding what I'm saying? So this is a problem with the continuous data. You never know the exact value. So here I collected this hybrid. Is it right? No, truly it is not right. You guys are understanding. Now let me put it another way. I'm asking to measure your height. If I take the measurement from the front side, I'm going to get one height. If I take the side, I'm going to get another height. When I'm asking to measure the height, which direction I need to take? Let's say I take the thickness of a paper. Okay, if you want to measure the thickness of a paper. You guys are understanding? I am asking to measure the thickness. Where you are going to measure? At the corner or at the center? If I take the thickness of the paper at the center, I may get some number. At the edge, I may get another number. Which is the right one? I think you guys are understanding what I'm saying. So in continuous scale, there is no, you never know the actual measurement. Make sense? Make sense, guys? So what I'm saying is here, when I'm saying this, for example, 161.8, if I go on, what he's saying is what is the next number after 161.8 in this data? Now you are having only 100.